Hello, and welcome back to another art video. This one we'll be doing gesture drawing, and this was about like 20-minute session of using I believe it was Pose Maniacs, and we're using a the fashion stick pink. Um, and the first one, uh, how could I describe it? The first drawing, I was kind of like doing like the blind contour, also like natural way of drawing type style with it, but I began becoming overwhelmed by that, so I kind of abandoned that for the time being. Like I abandoned the blind contour. I don't know why I was doing that. It's like a habit, I guess, some like weird habit that I need to drop uh because I need to have one not one method, but like a consistent way to achieve the goal that I'm trying to get to. So this one is a little bit more stiff. It's like a little bit more of a stiff drawing of the pose, and the pose is a little bit it's tricky because I think Pose Maniacs has like some of the most like insane poses, like just some of the most unhinged stuff, right? Like, oh, there's a foot foreshortened directly at you, crunched into their rib cage. It's like, all right, bro, like, like, yes, there's applications for that in theory, but it's like that is such a wild pose, and to have to like break that down in like 30 seconds is, you know, it is a something that will push you to your limit, I guess, because if you can't do it, then you just won't do it, and that's the end of that. But I am, using Pose Maniacs. We are doing a bunch of them. This video is actually even sped up, which is even funnier. Is a 20-minute video. I sped it up to 10 minutes. Um, and that is just so that there's points in time where there's like dead air where I'm not doing anything because I'm trying to restart. Sorry, I'm trying to restart the the session because it like ends really quickly. I don't know how to like make it longer or whatever, and it's not like a line of action where you could just draw endlessly. It's like they give you a certain amount, and that amount is like very specific, and you have to keep restarting it. So I think that, sorry, I'm sniffling the chair. Um, that is like more specific to what you need to do and how you gotta fix it up. But uh, I don't I don't really like how it ends so quickly. Uh, and you can see me like use a bunch of different like approaches to doing these figures, and it I don't think that there's like, and I'm not a teacher, I'm not a professional, I am just me at like comment and subscribe industries, but it's it's crazy the amount of methods that I will employ to get a figure down, and that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to be like you know bent on any one way. You're supposed to be like versatile and use each tool as necessary. You don't want to use the hammer as a saw, but you also don't want to use the saw as a screwdriver, but you theoretically you possibly might be able to, figuratively of course. And that's the difference here, is that there's a lot of different, but I feel like that uh requires me to think, and too much thinking makes me not do things in a way that is you know universally viable to create these things. And also, I'm not creating anything that I see one for one. I'm mostly just copying the pose or trying to get the general feeling. But sometimes you make the mistake of omitting that and trying to get like detail or trying to make it look like something. And obviously you can see that where you have some of these are kind of rigid. I've always had problems pushing figures to be more, as I said in a previous video, dynamic, and it makes them a bit, stiff, and it's funny. It's funny they're like a bit stiff, but like if you like look at like a drawing that I would consider to be finished, it's like so loose that somebody would consider that to be like unfinished. But like when I draw the thing that's supposed to be the most loose, it doesn't look loose at all. It's like it's confusing, it's a confusing system that I engage with, and I am working on all of this. All these things are being worked on one step at a time, and I am, you know, grateful that I have the opportunity to do such. Because if I had no interest, if I had nothing that I liked, if I didn't enjoy drawing, if I just didn't have nothing that I considered to be, worth doing, the world would just be so unenjoyable to the highest degree. And yeah, so what I am saying to you is, pick up a pen, have some fun, go get a piano or something, have some fun. Don't be, don't box yourself in, and you know, be be bored but never be bored is something like. And this is one of those crazy poses that I was talking about. Like, look, the leg is like hidden by like the lower hip area, and the other leg is like sticking out. It's like this is pose maniacs. No, actually it's not. This is like the other leg is like in front a little bit, like you can see like the toes or whatever. And for some reason the camera felt like it was like on a slant, like tilted to the right or something. I don't know what was going on. I felt like it was me, it was the camera. I don't know what was happening, but something was off. And I think it's maybe because I moved the camera over or something, or maybe the table was facing a funny way. I can't tell you, but this like slant was really driving me insane. This one is like this is a more normal pose for pose maniacs. And what's crazy is that this is on easy, right? So, you got the head on the hands, and you're sitting down, and you got your head in your hands. It's like, that's a simple pose. Like, anybody would be able to do that pose physically, or whatever. But some of the poses on Pose Maniacs, I don't know, man. I feel like they like try to like figure out how to torture the human body instead of pose it. And it is a great resource, but I just thought that was funny. I just thought that was like a funny little thing. And yeah, you see, this is why we sped it up. Now, imagine I sped it up. This is 10 minutes, right? From 20. I sped it up. We're at 8 minutes, and he has not moved his pencil once. He's not moved the pen once since that last thing, and we're at 9 minutes now. So what's happening here? Because there's more on this page. I've seen it, but where is it? Where is the rest of it? And you're like, oh, is it like an encoding issue? No, he just literally was trying to restart the dang thing, and maybe it took like a small break. I don't know, but a 1 minute break is not that bad. In real time, this was 20 minutes. Um, that's literally like nothing. Um, and if you have like an air fryer, you could probably like make a whole thing in that time. You could literally start the prep for your lunch, your dinner, your breakfast, or whatever, and then draw or make it, eat, and then draw. Like, I don't know, but anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully, like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.